It is 7:30 in the morning, and I am on my way to the dentist. Yeah, I don't mind going to the dentist too much. You know, I go to the dentist a lot, actually. But this particular appointment is going to cost me almost $1,000. So I'm not too happy about making this trip. But it needs to be done. I'll be having 2 caps put on. And the thing I like about the dentist I have, you know, you walk in, he makes the caps right there, and when you get out of the chair, you're good to go. You don't have to go back for any follow-up appointments or anything. He has all the fixings to make those caps. It's a computerized deal. It's just so fascinating to watch him do it. Maybe I can talk him into letting you all see how it's done. Here we are. It's 10 minutes to 8. And I am ready to go inside. Ooh, I gotta get off the wallet. I don't like that at all. All right, this is Amy. She's the receptionist. Good morning, Amy. She just got here. I got here ahead of the receptionist.
That's right.
And there's Paula. You know who Paula is? Paula has been poking her fingers around in my mouth for how many years now? A lot, right? Yeah, but Dr. Bannister will be here shortly. He's the big money man. He always shows up late, doesn't he?
That's true.
Yeah, right. All righty, we're about ready to go here in a few minutes. What is this going to be about a 2 to 2.5 hour appointment, right?
Right.
Oh.
But we're not in your mouth the whole time, so.
Yeah, I know. Here's Dr. Brad Bannister. He's my dentist, aren't you?
Yeah.
You've been my dentist for
Good to see you.
How long have you been my dentist?
Many years.
Many years. Well, let me see. It would
But
be
we're still very young.
about 18 years at least.
18
About 18 years he's been my dentist. Yeah, he did a good job. Everybody that watches my YouTube videos know that I worked in the jail, and I used to bring the prisoners over sometimes to. You would work on them, pull their teeth, do whatever that needed to be done. And I liked the way Dr. Bannister treated the prisoners. You know, he wasn't not judge and jury. You know, he treated them just like he would a normal patient. I told him that, and that's how he became my dentist. Isn't that right?
That's right.
That's exactly right. He's a good feller all the way. So we're going to show you some of his computerized techniques later.
Thank you.
Yeah,
We'll
very
do that.
very expensive gear
It's a
too.
lot of fun.
Yeah, I like it. And there it is, the most expensive chair in my life today. Doc Bannister just powered up the computer I was telling you about, and what he's going to do is prepare my 2 teeth for the cap. And once they're prepared, he takes a probe and he sticks it in my mouth and he runs it around the area that he prepared, and it takes an image of it, right?
It's a camera.
It's a camera, yeah. Mm-hmm. And when he gets done, the image winds up on the computer, and then he can design the cap to fit the exact image of my mouth. Yeah, that about wraps it up, right?
We'll show some more in a minute.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's really cool. First, he has to prep everything.
Right.
There's the light. And there's the way I normally see Paula. And there's the way I see the masked marauder. Here he comes with the drill. Now, as part of the procedure, he had to spray some kind of powder on my teeth.
The blue optic powder, it helps to have enough contrast for the camera. This is called a blue cam.
And then this is the actual camera he stuck in my mouth after he got the powder on my teeth. And he took about 20 pictures, I guess,
Yeah.
or about that. And when he got all done, this is what he had on the computer screen. And
It creates a virtual model of the upper and lower teeth. And this is called a buccal bite. What it does is a bite registration to orient the 2 models. And I'll show you how it works.
Look at that. He can manipulate my entire mouth in order to make the caps. This is so cool. Now, where's the actual prepared? This is the actual
here.
prepared
You
area.
can't see one of them in this view.
Yeah, okay.
You will in a moment.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. So that's what my mouth looks like on the computer, folks. That is so cool. And this thing costs what, about $500 for this machine, right?
Oh yeah, times that.
It costs a little bit more than
About
500. It costs a bunch.
Okay, these are the two models, and the colors that you see are the places where the teeth hit each other.
Uh-huh.
And it shows you how the red is the place where it hits the hardest, going down from yellow, red, yellow, green to blue, the light blue. Then the dark blue is not even contact, but it's close.
Now,
These are the two prepared teeth.
these two right here.
Mhm.
Yeah, these are the two teeth he prepared, and he's getting ready to make the caps for. You had to go through how many hours of training in order to learn how to use this machine?
A few hundred,
Really? Really?
probably a few hundred.
Really?
Wow. I had a expert come in to the office and walk me through several cases. Then I've been to several continuing education courses
Ah,
to continue to use it.
that's cool. Now, this is what you call modern dentistry, folks. He can manipulate this thing, and when he gets it all figured out, he'll start building a tooth, and that'll be our next shot.
That's right.
And then once he gets the tooth built the way he wants to on the areas he prepares, he sends it over to a machine that actually grinds them out, right?
Right.
And I will show you that next. So, I mean, after he gets done building the teeth. So let him get started on that, and I'll come back. Right now, he's designing the border around. He's laying the border in around. See that blue line? He's laying the border in all the way around the tooth area. He'll do that for both teeth. He's using a ball and a mouse, ball mouse, and he's hitting a button. He can move that line in and out. Whatever he designs on this screen is what the tooth will look like when it's done. The cap, that is. He's probably going to move this one here out a little bit. That's exactly what he's doing. He's setting the margin right now. And there's the cap. He's been moving it around, getting it in position. I can't get over this. I just can't.
The machine uses a library of thousands of images of this tooth.
Yeah.
And it looks at the other anatomy of the surrounding teeth, and it melds the two images together to create a new crown, and there it is.
Fascinates me. Fascinating. I think this is like, I think you've done two caps for me already with this machine. So this will make 4 altogether. Now, in some of the areas, the blue areas are what, thin spots that you'll have to fill in, right?
These are a little bit high. That's where
Oh, a little
it
bit
actually
high.
contacts.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And I know from experience that that's going to be too tall in the mouth, and I would have to adjust it in the mouth. So I'm going to do it virtually and take those away.
Which tells the what do they call the grinder? What's it called?
It's a CAD/CAM machine,
No,
computer.
the thing that does the grinding of the tooth.
Yeah, it's a milling machine.
Milling machine, yeah. So he's telling the milling machine where to take it out, where to add it on, where not to take it out. It's kind of, and then he'll do the same thing for the very back tooth. That is so cool. Yeah, this shaded area is the block, right? Mm-hmm. And the machine, the milling machine, will cut my cap out of the block. You'll see that later, and it's held in the block by this metal anchor. And then the machine begins to mill and mill and mill. I'll take you over and show you that later. All right, there's the block for my tooth right there. This is the milling machine. And that's the block that they're going to make the tooth out of, or the cap out of. The water's coming on, and it'll start grinding away, shaping that cap according to what he sent over from the computer. See the two grinders? They got these are 2 grinders working in unison with a couple of, I don't know, I guess like dental drills, I guess is what they are, and they're just filing that thing down and making it look exactly like what you saw on the screen. The water, of course, is to keep the heat down and everything. Here's what one of the blocks look like that's in the machine right there, being ground right now. This is a blank, and she'll be putting this one in next for my second cap. And the way this thing is drilled, here's one that's been partially drilled. it actually drills it from the side, which makes the cap in this direction here. So it goes down on the tooth that way. I was under the impression that, you know, it made it straight down in, but it doesn't. It actually drills it so the cap is from the side. Now, is that educational or not, folks? Now, once the cap is fully made, it'll cut the cap off at the right point, and it'll actually just fall down the bottom down here. And that's when Paula, she'll pick it up and put it in an oven, and we'll show you that next. Well, we got less than 4 minutes before the tooth is made. Or the cap, I should say. Alright, he just finished designing the second tooth. Or the second cap, I guess. And that's what'll happen. That's really, it'll take another, I guess it takes about 10 minutes to make each one.
Yeah. And that's an improvement. It's 25 years of technology from Sirona out of Germany.
Yeah, this is 25-year-old technology you were telling me, right?
Constantly updated.
Yeah, but I mean it all
improved, but it began 25 years ago with a dentist in Germany.
That's amazing. I thought it was something brand spanking new. 25 years old. And they've already upgraded it considerably, haven't they?
Yes.
Yeah. So you're going to have to go in debt another $350 million to get another one?
This machine is just 5 years old, and there's already a much newer version.
Yeah.
There, so that I can match the second crown to the first crown.
He's showing me the two caps here. You know, once you get the first one in, he can go ahead and place the second one in right next to it, and then you can see the space between them and make sure they all, you know, he can just plunk it right on there. And that's what it's going to look like in my yap once it's all done.
It's needing a new burr.
The old one.
I just got done asking Paula how long those milling burrs, you know, last before they crap out. She says, oh, the machine will tell us. And sure enough, it wasn't a couple of minutes later, it lit up red and said, guess what? Put in new burrs. They're dull. Perfect timing. And the blue display up there tells them what the problem is. Anytime there's a malfunction or anything that needs to be changed in the machine, you get the red light, and then the little display tells you exactly what the problem is.
And this is like a torque wrench.
Oh.
It's very exact.
It better be exact. This is my cap we're talking about.
That's right.
By the way, these are the burrs that the machine uses. This one is a step burr, so it can, you know, do different sizes. It just goes in a little bit further if it needs more cut out. By the way, the name of this machine is a Cerec. It's put out by a company named Sirona, S-I-R-O-N-A. And if you're a dentist and doesn't have one of these and doesn't have the capability of making his own caps in his own office, you might want to talk to him about it. And you know, this business, it used to be where I'd go in and they'd prepare the tooth, put a temporary on, then I'd have to come back and have the real one. I have to wait, you know, like 2-3 weeks to get the real cap. Big pain in the butt. Not anymore. In and out. Everything done. Amy's a collection lady. She's going to take my money. All my money. Tell me how much I owe.
My job, it is.
Tell me how much I
Let's
owe.
see.
Oh, it's going to be hard. Be easy on me
For
now.
the 2 grams,
Uh-huh.
your card after insurance, it'll be about $800.
800. Now what about the x-ray I had the other day and the appointment I had the other day? That's all got to be added in or anything?
No, we're good.
We're good to go. So all I owe is $800. And if I owe any more, you'll let me know.
I will let you know.
All right. So let me go ahead and pay for it here.
That'll be
Well, there's my first cap made. And the noise you're hearing in the background is the second one. About to finish up. And then she's about to put them in this oven right here, where they'll be baked to a really big hardness, right?
Right.
That's number 2 right there, about ready to drop off and fall down on the bottom here.
What we call a sprue. That's
Yeah,
where
now
it
there's
was.
a little bitty thing that sticks off the side there that she's, you know, as part of the milling process. She's about to smooth it off and get it on down there. Make it nice and smooth all the way around. She just poured some glazing liquid in that tray there, and she's gonna put it on the caps to make them shiny and smooth once they get in the oven. What's the purpose? She just took some kind of a clay material out of this. What's the purpose of that?
Object fix.
Oh,
so
okay. That's so you can put it in.
So I can glaze it. And
so you can put it in the oven.
put it in the oven.
See, that's the oven prep there.
Part of this fills in where the margin of the crown is, so that we don't get glaze up underneath it.
Now she's getting ready to paint the glaze on. This is almost like ceramic class, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of is.
Yeah, it makes it nice and shiny. Now this will change from a purple to whatever color the doc selected for the teeth, right?
Yes.
Which will be kind of a white.
Yes.
Yeah, the
tooth
tooth
color.
Yeah, the tooth. This it won't stay purple. And there it is, placed on a little plate in the oven. And now she's got it on start.
Slowly close.
There she goes, closing down slowly. How long does it take to bake these things?
About 19.38 seconds.
Why does it take so long to close? Why didn't it just shut?
Because it wants to slowly build the heat in the chamber.
Oh, it's
and
building.
when it comes out, it'll open slowly because it'll be over 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit once they're finished, and so it has to slowly cool it back off. So.
I guess if you slam the lid down on it, hit it with the heat, it might crack it, huh?
Yeah.
How about that? So it slowly builds it as it goes. Cool. All right, it just opened up, and as you can see, it's kind of glowing a little bit red in there. Not only the teeth, but the plate also. It's slowly going up, which lets the heat dissipate. You can see the color change on the teeth. Cool. Now she just lets them cool off. You do it with air. Just easy. Just kind of
circulate.
Yeah. Well, that's neat. That'll soon go in my mouth. Here's a little close-up for you. Is that cool? All from a computer. All done. The doc's got my teeth in. Paul, your fingers okay? Here, all these fingers have been in my mouth today. Thank you all very much. Thanks, sir. Appreciate it. You did a good job. By the way, Doc Bannister's dad used to be a medical doctor in town here. How many years was he here as a doctor?
From 1959 to 1987.
Wow. Well, I knew a lot of people that knew him. Thanks a lot again.
Thank you.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed that. It's now 5 after 11. So that's how long I was in the chair and how long it took to do all that stuff. But old Doc Bannister, he's a fine feller, and his assistant is, her husband is a Navy retiree. So I kind of like people like that to work on me. Until next time, this is John.